Hey everyone, welcome to Don't Kill My Character. I'm Miguel. My pronouns are they, he. I will be our game master this evening with this awesome game of masks that we are bringing to y'all. Let's go ahead and just get into intros. Got an amazing cast. We're going to introduce themselves, pass it off to them, starting with Mika. Take it away.
And my pronouns are he, him, and today I'm playing João Limão, aka E-Lemon8, whose pronouns are also he, him, and is the playbook The Bull. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yuri, go, plus ultra.
Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Yuri. That is why you are at Yuri and the Beast everywhere on the internet. I also do things. I am the marketing director over at TableTop TaleSpinners, where we advocate for diversity without tokenism. Today, I'm going to be playing Sofia, Sirena, Buenrostro. Pronouns she, her, who is playbook the star. And you would have assumed I would have remembered that from the first time I said it, but I didn't. And we're going over to Ale.
Awesome. Thank you. Yes. My name is Ale or Alejandra, whatever you prefer. I am one half of the D&D TTRPG discussion podcast Table Talk, where we are every Wednesday basically just having a casual hyperfixation chat with either just us girlies or some of your favorite creators in the space. I will be playing, her, and I will be playing Rosa, aka La Muerta, who also is she, her, and doing the playbook The Reformed.
Awesome. Excellent. Thank you so much, everybody. Stoked to be here, as always. As always. It's my first time here. So we're going to go ahead and just jump into things as many adventures do. We are in the thick of it. There is a classic, enormous superhero, supervillain clash happening all around us. Our trio of trainees, we'll say, newly minted heroes have come out on their very first patrol ever with the legendary Capitan, leader of the Justiciars, who our team has been studying under for some months now. Going out was supposed to be an easy breezy walk through Halcyon City is very quickly turned into just utter chaos as the trio are ducked behind the counter of a luncheon type eatery called the Rhinette. It is run by Rhonda Carmine. She's a former supervillain, real good, redemption arc there, much like our Reformed, turned chef. And she's also a 7.5 foot rhino person. She's kind of shielding y'all with her big, arms and whatnot. She's just stay here, kids. Don't worry. Just stay here with me. Look out for any bystanders that we got to keep safe as well. Before we do that, though, we are going to rewind time a little bit. Classic comic book move, right? The flashback. And we're going to zoom in on a few little cute moments here. We're going to have a montage of the rest of our patrol, a how did we get here, if you will. So, Yuri, we're going to start with you. We're going to start with Sirena. Y'all are trucking along, we'll say. You being the star, probably are live streaming this, right? Showing your teammates, your younger teammate, Peepers, sidekick to Bo Peep, the Midnight Shepherd, is jumping up in the back, trying to get in the shot, but not quite there. Every time, as you're walking, you hear someone go, Sirena, no, I love you. Oh my God. And you look over and it is Busy Bottoms, a really huge, no, that's it. So it comes out of my mouth. This is what we got to go with. They are a huge music influencer, right? Music critic, just gets their picture taken a lot, hits the award shows, everything like that. Busy looks over and they're like, you got to do this dance with us. We're about to do a video, make this. It'd be amazing if you were in it. You know that being in said, dance getting posted on Busy's feed would be huge for you.
Shit. But we're on patrol right now, so I don't know if we
Yeah.
can.
Capitan's kind of looking at you impatiently. He's like, we have a few
I
more.
have
We
a
got some blocks to
feeling.
cover.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's not gonna let me, even though I really, really want to.
Mhm.
Hey, so just as soon as I'm done with my patrol, because I've got my super duties to take care of, I can come right by and we can probably fill something else. But let's take a picture for social media right now, yeah? Real quick.
Busy's into it. They come in, they take a photo with you real quick, they snap it. As you're walking, you hear them say something like, well, you heard it here first. Big time superheroes, a little too busy for their fans sometimes. And on your own stream, you kind of start seeing some like thumbs down, some little saddy faces, some like, oh, we really wanted to see you with Busy. You kind of like stirred the pot a little bit with your own fan base. But it should be fine.
Should be fine.
Canceled.
Right?
Yeah.
Rude.
I'd say no, we can't do. No, we're not going to do any kind of label shift just yet. You're still pretty steady in who you are, etc. And if anything, Capitan looks at you and is like, I was going to leave that up to you. You are your own person. You make your own decisions. But way to go.
Yeah, he doesn't let me do a lot of things, and I don't like it. Oh, somebody redeemed a +2 ongoing for me. I don't know what that means, but thank you.
Well, that's super exciting. What that means is, and we're going to carry this forward to our present instead of our flashback montages. +1 ongoing gives you a +1 to all of your rolls for a given scene. So whereas a +1 forward gives you an immediate +1 to your next roll, the ongoing is ongoing for the entire scene. So if there's a time lapse, we cut to a new location, etc., you'll lose it, but up until then you just have it. And sometimes they're applicable to specific situations, like you uncovered a piece of information, you have an ongoing to any action you take based on the information you just got, right?
Oh, that's so cool.
Yours is just open, so you'll just have +1s for our upcoming fight scene, presumably, right? It could be a negotiation. It could be we all play Candyland. We don't know. We play to find out.
Love it. And Mika just received one as well.
Nice.
Ongoing. So
thank you, Rara.
put those in the noggin.
Heck yeah.
You'll love to see it. Speaking of Mika, we walk a few more blocks. We'll zip forward, right? We'll skip the stop to the bodega, petting cats, getting snacks, the life,
one does.
right? There is your classic little lady who needs to cross a busy street. Now, Halcyon City, much like Kansas City, the place I call home, isn't known for the best drivers. In fact, it's known for bad ones. Capitan looks right at you and says, "You're up."
I mean, I am standing up. Yeah. Oh, you mean do a thing? Yeah.
Let's go help.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and help this lady out while I hand out some flyers about free legal services.
That's so classic. Help. You can count on me, Capitan. Muito bom.
Nope.
Vamos.
I knew I could.
So I go to, I go to help this old lady. We did scuba. Let me help you. I mean, the drivers around here are kind of. I mean, I'm sure you're fully capable of crossing the street, but would you like some help?
Oh, I love this so much. Oh, well, that is so nice of you to offer. Yes, please. Could you just escort me across the street? I'd love an arm to hold on to. You look big and strong. My knees aren't what they were. You proceed, right? Walking. She's kind of leaning a little bit, holding on to you, but you get about halfway across the street. She gets excited. It's like she's been telling you a story about her vaudeville days. She's like 137. I don't know when vaudeville was, like the 1890s. I'm making these up. I actually do know. I'm just playing like an idiot. And she gets very excited. You know, no one's really talking to her for a while. It's the plight of the elderly, unfortunately. And she gets out to show you one of her numbers, and all of a sudden she's like, it's a little burst of limberness to her, and is like, you know, not twirling quite, but kind of slow. And then, lo and behold, one of these aforementioned terrible drivers of Halcyon City just comes like barreling across the corner. It's, you know, a kid in one of these cyber cars, bumping music, probably like something popular but kind of crass, you know, let's just say that. You fill in the blanks on your own. That's the lovely part of these games. Comes barreling, and you know it's going to smash into our former vaudevillian retiree here. You have two moves ahead of you. We're kind of doing this also as an intro to how the moves work.
Okay.
Turns out, you think you have enough time to do one of two things. You can barge into this thing head on, stop it from hitting her, or you know your own strengths. You could cover her, take the hit yourself. Either way, you're probably going to hit a car, right? The first we would call a unleash your powers, because you're unleashing your powers to overcome an obstacle. The second one is a little unorthodox, but the option is that you're just going to take a powerful blow, which is something usually reserved for when you're getting your ass stomped by a supervillain. But getting hit with a big old car is kind of the same thing.
I'm going to unleash my powers. For this scene, this would be the +2 I would have.
It's a +1, but yes.
+1, sorry.
To any roll. So if we make any subsequent rolls, you'll have a +1 to those as well.
Okay. How's my freak not higher? Oh boy, I'm nervous.
How about this? I'm going to give you an option because I love to do that.
This poor little old lady.
And this is you know, this is on YouTube, because it also depends on how you actually approach this. We'll say you can either take this as an unleash your powers or a directly engage a threat, which would shift it to danger, as far as the label you would use to roll with.
Oh, okay, that's what's thing. Directly engage a threat, like I jump in and hold out my arm to stop it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So that is 4 + 3 for a 7 plus the 1 for an 8. So this is going to be, yeah.
Turns out we're gonna roll to take. Oh, I mean, we may not. So with an 8, you get to pick one of the 4 options there. You either get to resist or avoid their blows. In this case, you do it just right and you don't take any hurt yourself from smashing a car. Take something from them. Their dignity, maybe. I don't know.
Ooh,
okay.
Yeah, I want to take their dignity from them. Definitely. Because they are bad drivers. And so I think their car ends up getting like how fast were they going? How bad were they smashing this car? Okay, yeah, they're oof.
I mean, we're not going 90, right? But this is still a city street. They need to be.
I'm probably going like 45 and a 30.
That sounds accurate. Yes, in fact, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. So I hold out just one arm, stop the car, like crunch the front of it. I don't think it's totaled, but it's going to take some damage. And I just, to go with the crass music, I say something crass myself, just caralho, and look up and say, like, give me your license, dude. Give me
license and registration, please.
I don't need your registration. Just give me your license. I'm taking it.
Capitan comes out. He's like, okay, let's cool it a notch here. You did good. You saved her, but let's put him down. He approaches the drivers. He's, I don't know what you were thinking, but he gives them a flyer. He's like, you may be in need of legal representation, and everyone is afforded that under our constitution. So If you can't afford a lawyer, we do offer services for free, but know that I will be judging you the entire time. He just rattles that off to these drivers. He's like, now you have to wait here for the proper authorities to ticket you. Ma'am, looks at the old lady. Are you all right? She says, she looks at you, E Lemonade. She's like, oh, I don't know what I would have done without you. You just saved me. You're my hero.
Yeah, the show must go on.
Now this has got you in some feelings, right? So because by default, adults of any kind have influence over you because you're kids these days. Those words follow the kids so much that I just said it on just on demand. Kids these days. I didn't mean to say that. You are kids. Younger heroes, we'll say. Period. End of statement. We're gonna say this is a shift in your labels. You're feeling a bit more the savior and a little less dangerous. So if you accept her influence, this shift, your danger would go down by 1. Your savior would go up by 1. And then you can look at what the kind of benefits, consequences of our accepting, rejecting influence they're in the quick guide here, but we can run through it too. Y'all, I never do this. I always forget to mess with influence or labels, and now I'm very excited.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so if I accept this influence,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like having a +3 to danger, but my savior's at a -1, so I'm gonna take the influence, I think. So this is from the old lady or from Capitan?
This is from the old lady. She looked up at you and
Okay.
she's just like, you're her biggest hero in your life, and it's got you feeling like a savior.
Yeah, yep. I'm doing that. Danger, down 1. Savior, up. Yeah. Also, Caralho is, to put it the nice way, is Portuguese referring to like calling someone a dick, but like a little worse.
Solid.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. We did a label shift. Now, if you had chosen to reject her influence and her shifting, you would have
Made a mortal enemy of the old lady.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Not really.
She comes
She'd have
up
been
as
fine.
a
Oh,
But
turns
then
out
we
she's the
would've-
BBEG. Yeah. Yeah.
She will remember that.
Oh.
No, don't write things down.
Now I've got to cross things out and start over.
Quit.
No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah, you would have had to roll to, reject it, and like you would have possibly taken a condition, but we avoided that. Moving on, we go down. We're montaging again. We stop in the bodega again because we're burning calories. We deserve the snacks. It doesn't matter, actually. Snack whenever you want. No one gives a shit. Live your life, y'all. Our reformed gets a little. Sorry, I'm pulling up info here. You get a little buzz on your phone, your device, what have you. It's a text from one of your friends in low places. Now, this is who is this? Let's talk about it. You said you had a few.
I put them in there. They're in like the very
down then.
Yeah, they're in the bottom of the notes because I couldn't edit. I have
Love
3
it so
for you to
much.
choose from. I have Loveless, Mr. Crane, and Dr. Cutler.
Okay. This is hell yes it is. This is Mr. Kane.
Okay.
And the message is kind of cryptic. He's like, I don't usually do this.
She'll message back, how did you even get my number?
Listen, you don't have time for this, they say. I don't usually do this, but you owe me a couple, and I still aim to collect. So if you value your life, get out of town soon. You want to know more, it's going to cost you. So you can ask for info from them, and you would just have to mark another obligation with them. So you'd go to 3 from 2.
Ooh, okay. I do also have a move that relates to this. I can always ask an additional question when I pierce the mask of a villain.
Let's pierce the mask. I love this. Okay. Where donde está mouse? Okay, two screens sometimes. Okay, so I can go to basic moves on here. Duh. When we pierce the mask, we're rolling with mundane. 3, 4. You get 5 options there, and then you have an additional one. Or does it just let you pick one additional, or is it like you can also ask this question?
Let me double check.
Let's both do it.
Let's both research real quick. It tells me I can add one of the questions. I can add what was your darkest moment to the questions I can ask, but I don't know where the other questions would be.
Got it. They are under the basic moves tab. So if you're in the super sheet, go 2 tabs over. And it'll show you the roll plus your options for your deal. But it is for you a pierce the mask. Well, I guess for everyone, pierce the mask is a mundane roll. So you'd be rolling with no modifiers, it looks like.
Okay. And that's 2d6.
Correct.
That's 2 6s.
Okay, so that I believe is 12 if math has not changed.
Math has not changed.
Thank
I
you.
checked.
So you get to ask 3 questions, plus you can optionally ask what was your darkest moment?
Okay. Where can I find the questions that I can ask?
So yeah, in the spreadsheet, like the super sheet thing, there's 2 like at the bottom, the tabs, like there's super sheet, game notes, basic moves. Just head over to the third one.
Oh, I see.
Ballin'.
Pierce the mask. Okay.
Yeah.
I would like. What are you really planning?
Got it. So this is a fun one in that you're asking me as the player, not the character. So as the player, I have to answer you honestly on behalf of my character. There's no like.
Oh, this is like me consulting the GM.
Right. So if you were to pierce the mask on another PC, it works exactly the same way. They have to answer these questions honestly about their character. They can't lie to you. So then this just becomes sort of insight that we can narratively decide how your character, so like these are the questions you're asking me, but in the background or in the actual action, we'll say you're just texting and like kind of asking coyly, like, hey, tell me some more. What do you actually going on? What do you mean by this? And you're starting to get information out of the good doctor, right? So what are you really planning? After a fashion, the doctor tells you they are currently planning to get out of Halcyon City themselves, and they're just reaching out to anyone who owes them, because they're trying to collect as much as they can, and they know that your debts are more of in the favor kind and the material kind. So it is in Dr. Is it Kane? Did we say Crane?
Dr. Cutler.
I was so off. It is in Dr. Cutler's. Oh no, we went with Mr. Kane. Sorry, that was my bad. I've been saying Doctor.
Mr. Kane.
Time,
Okay.
Like a chump.
Mr.
It is in
Kane.
It is in Mr. Kane's best interest right now to keep you alive, because he may have need of pulling, like calling in those favors later. So he's pretty upfront about that.
Okay.
But yeah, he seems pretty intent on just getting out of Halcyon City for quite a while.
Okay. How could I gain influence over Mr. Kane?
Survive what's about to happen.
Okay. And just for the giggles, I want my extra question, which is, what is your dark past?
Mr. Kane says bluntly, or actually, I guess, recently, since Mr. Kane is a dealer of, I believe, cosmic artifacts here, he admits that he has brokered a deal that he should not have. He found something for a major villain, and now he's one, regretting that, and 2, trying to do what he can to make up for that.
Okay. I think she'll text him back. Looks like you've gotten yourself in deeper waters than intended with no floaties, but I appreciate the lifeline. I'll make my way out.
Ooh.
You just head back. The water is about to be much deeper where you are than I am. You're gonna need more than a lifeline. You're gonna need a whole lifeboat. It goes off.
Boat?
They're not great.
He's like, I suck at texting. Bye. I'm a boomer.
Like, I don't metaphor. He's like, you just see like I don't metaphor good. Don't
He's
die.
like my dad, where he adds ellipses to every single text he sends.
Oh, yes.
So it makes everything sound ominous, even when it's not supposed to be.
A fun
That's
fact.
100%.
That's what Eric from Some of These Heroes does. Like half the time he adds ellipses. I'm like, Eric, is
No,
this
the worst
wrong?
is when my dad's
Is
like, "Hey,
everything
can I
okay?"
talk to you?" ... And I'm like, "Are you mad, or is this just a normal chat?" Like,
So as you're wrapping up your text, Capitan is like, look, y'all, let's break for lunch. We happen to be here at Reinette's, my favorite luncheon in town. They make a great grilled cheese. They have vegan options if you're into that. I think he would know your food preferences by this point, but we'll just assume they have all the options you need. Y'all get up. He's like, you'll love Rhonda. She's a peach. Great, you know.
Capitan.
Yeah. See.
One. If I tell you something, will you not ask me how I know?
I was hoping this would happen. This is me as the DM, not the GM, not Capitan saying.
Zero
You
questions.
know-
Just.
Listen, I am a staunch believer in the Fifth Amendment.
Mhm.
So you tell me what you need to tell me and nothing more.
Okay. We're apparently should leave the general area super fast. Super fast.
Generally, when someone says something like that, it means I should stay. As he is saying that, he's like raising his hand to his little beep boop beep situation on his comm link, because as you all know, but the audience may not, Capitan doesn't really have any superpowers. He's well trained. He's tactically minded. He has a flight suit that projects these energy wings that allow him to fly, and then he's got like these energy gauntlets that come out that are kind of like Talon, like it's a whole vibe. So usually means I need to stick around, and you can see he's like, because his wings are warming up for like a quick deployment. He's getting his little alert band, senior alert band. He's not that old. When he says that, he's sort of you all hear a crack, like thunder gone wrong. Like if thunder could have a hangover, this is what it would sound like, just wrong. And in the air, this ball of energy, like a portal. We're talking about a portal here. It starts to open up. It's like opens up hallways, so stuff's coming out of it. It's not falling out of it, right? It's not falling down. It's coming out. It is about at street level. A car even like starts to go into it before it is pushed back by just two enormous red hands as this figure comes out, similar to how Eliminate was earlier. Well, actually, we'll say one hand. It's one hand pushing.
Is that a cousin of yours?
As the person comes out entirely, you can see they are taller than Rhonda, who we established to 7.5 feet. Probably has a good couple feet. It looks like it's a minotaur, just a giant red minotaur, glowing red eyes. There's kind of just like nasty energy kind of melting or like coming off of it, right? Dripping out of his eyes. Not dripping, just like steaming. That's a good one.
I'm texting Mr. Crane just a bunch of like Spanish expletives.
Cara.
Just a string.
And then you see, so this is a fun one. As he's coming out, he also has like a giant axe in the other hand, just like pushing his steam coming out of the nostrils as the car comes in. Sitting on his back, you all see for maybe half a second, if that, what looks just like your classic cartoonish cat burglar person, complete with like twirly mustache and like the beanie, like the the toque and all, right? Just dressed in black. He's got a little pack and everything. You just see like the douchiest smile you've ever seen in your life before you just see him just completely disappear. And then behind him, two figures walk. I guess behind this piggyback riding mother kids. Censored. Anyway, another two come out, one of which would look very familiar to our reformed. It is Trejo, your former mentor and super baddie. He looks like he's leveled up. Like he's wearing armor you're not familiar with. Like it's his same style and pattern and everything, but it almost looks alien in design or like just something you've never seen before.
Muerta, like dogs being like coño de la madre. Like she's trying to like not be seen.
He's got his classic like skull logo. Looks like it's been like spray painted on like the faceplate of this thing, just like off to the side, kind of just like stenciled on, right? Like he like stole it and tagged it almost. And next to him, you're not sure. You see the figure of a woman dressed in like kind of adventuring gear, right? It's like darker clothing, a long black trench coat situation, really stylish, right? Not like dirty or anything. It's like you would probably see this thing at Macy's.
Not like my brand name shit.
Anyway, really nice boots, like long boots with the pants tucked in, like your classic going on a 1920s adventurer, but like black. Mm-hmm. So evil, obviously, right? That's how we code things. Comic books are easy. It's all archetypes. The one thing that's different though is that from her neck up, she looks like she's wearing she looks like a Cubone, or probably bad example. She's wearing a skull as a helmet, but it is like a giant rabbit's skull with horns, or antlers coming out of it, so like a jackalope, right? You can see there is a person underneath that from like the eye holes and things. It also seems to be breathing steam like the Minotaur, not the woman inside, but the thing itself, the helmet, the skull, and it looks like it's attached, right? There are like bone shards and muscly sinew bits that seem to be like grafted on here, and you swear it looks like they're just getting longer the more she walks.
Okay, I'm
she just looks around. She just looks around to all of it. Destroy all of it. A few explosions happen. Capitan calls in the reinforcements. Yada yada yada. We're here now. There's a full-on fight in the air. The rest of the Justiciars have come in. Right? They're like Mercurian, the speedster, is zipping around trying to like do his thing. My list of other characters that I've obviously memorized. Aguila is not here. She has stayed back at the Sanctum of Justice to help guard it. So Capitan doesn't have a sidekick, but otherwise there is Alquimia, whose powers are elemental in nature. She can change the molecules of her own body into like other things like steel or this or that, right, to fit the time. And then there's Red Shift and Blue Shift. They're a pair of alien symbiotic beings, one of which absorbs power, one of which sends it out, right? So one's kind of like the battery for the other. Similar to your powers, Muerte. So like you've kind of been learning how to like, hone your vitality absorption with these two, but they're super weird because they're aliens. But they're doing the best they can to hold all of this back. I'll say you know one thing that the others may not, like which we could kind of use to your advantage here. Trejo doesn't go anywhere unless he's rolling like 20 deep with henchmen, goons, minions, etc. He's the only one here with these three.
What? Okay, he's only here with these three, but one of them is like a 10-foot minotaur. I feel like that kind of counts for a few henchmen.
Right. You're putting this together as said
Uh-huh.
10-foot minotaur is just waving this axe around, like smashing, here and there.
Is Trejo still riding like on top, like piggybacking on top of it, or has he gone somewhere else?
Actually, the person piggybacking was someone else, and he is gone. Like he blinked out, like he just disappeared. You haven't seen him. Trejo looks like he's calling out shots. He's directing the minotaurs, like that one, that one. He's also actually no. Let's rewind because there's heroes involved, right? Trejo is taking on Capitan and Aguila at the same time. They've kind of got him. They're it's pretty equally matched. You would think they could overtake him with the two of them, but he has got this determination you haven't seen before, and the souped up armor is definitely helping, right?
Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask, is anything does it just look like he's got better armor, or does he have something specifically that's kind of juicing him?
Would you like to pierce we haven't. You're not directly interacting with him. However, I don't care. So let's say
could I do something? Could I do something?
Please. Yes, absolutely. That's what we're here.
Is there a way that I can get a little bit sneaky, or I can aim a little bit of my vitality absorption and try to, because we mentioned how I can get memories or information a little bit when I do that. Is there a way that I can angle a shot while he's distracted?
Yeah, absolutely, you can.
Okay.
We're going to call this Unleash Your Powers, so you're going to roll with your freak, and we're going to see how good you can do this.
Are my dice going to match my freak is the question.
Oh, I want to get that tattooed on my arm.
Come on now. Oh, but we got +2 because of our rewards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is the presence.
Yeah, so all three of us now have a +2 ongoing.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Sick.
Mm-hmm.
I missed that, but that's amazing. Let's go.
Cool. So I rolled a 10 total, so then 12 with the +2.
Shut the front door. Plus you get a 1 for your freak, so that'd be an 11.
Plus I get a 1 for my freak, so 13.
So amazing.
Freaky dice.
We love to see it. So when you unleash your powers, to overcome an obstacle, reshape your environment, extend your senses. Hey, what about that? On a hit, you do it. On a 7 or 9, you mark a condition, or the GM tells you how your effect is unstable or temporary. It is none of those things because you rolled much higher. So you pull this off flawlessly. Let's say that there's one of those little rounded mirrors in the corner of the thing, and you're able to use it to guide your hand right to see what's going on without looking, and then you get a clean shot off. It even you can see that it's affecting him for sure. He kind of arches back and he stops mid swing with his big nasty sword thing that he's got, and it's just long enough for Capitan to come in and just sock him one, which knocks out. You're no longer, but he looks shaken, which actually let me mark something on the sheet you guys can't see.
Rude.
But yeah, Sirena was recording everything, and when she spots Trejo, she's like, "Oye, muerta! Hey, yo, isn't that? Oh, where the?
Where did you go?"
Yeah, she's just looking around.
I imagine Sirena's how can I make them do thirst edits of you if you're always gone?
Right.
I know. It's come on.
So we'll say Trejo didn't like that. Capitan's punch was hard enough that it cracked the plate, the face plate on this thing, and he just rips the entire helmet off, and you see the fury in his eyes, and you haven't quite seen it like that before, maybe once or twice, right? And he just looks dead on at Capitan and Aguila as he pulls a knife from his wrist, throws it at Aguila, and then charges Capitan. He's bring it on, and just flies at him. What is everyone else? Oh wait, sorry, your information. So you
Is there anything I gained from that?
This is a distraction.
Okay.
target is the Sanctum of Justice, and Tejo's goon army or hench army will say minions. I think say minions, and I think
Minions.
thank you. I wasn't gonna do it. So whatever. You get what I'm saying, though, right? His hired guns, if you will, are swarming, or about to
they're on their way to the Sanctum while we're dealing with this.
They're gonna sneak in and do some mischief. You can't quite see what it is. They're either gonna do some damage or steal some stuff, but you know it's not good.
Can I, in that moment, that because like it goes both ways, can I essentially angle like my healing at El Capitan and like transfer that information to him? Or not?
I'm gonna say because you rolled so high, yes.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, I think for that she does like step out. She doesn't try to do like a weird little maneuver. She feels it's like important enough that she really needs to nail that. And so she aims it back at El Capitan.
Got it. He receives it, right? He kind of like, ugh, and then immediately understands. Says, "You all need to get out of here. Back to the Sanctum. We'll hold them here." So he's saying the Justiciars are going to stay behind. You all need to go face. Blah, blah. He's like, rendezvous with Aguila. She's still back at the Sanctum.
Shouldn't it be the other way around? Should you? We can hold them off.
No time. He's like, we don't have time.
We can't. No, wait, we should go over
okay.
there.
Okay.
As you agree, Trejo also turns over, right? This time, like, Capitan's trying to talk to you, so it's just him and Aguila. You see him, like, toss her aside, and he says, rendezvous with this, and, like, produces, like, 3 more throwing knives. And at you, Muerta, he just goes, such a disappointment, and then just tosses them head on.
I am going to go ahead and use my powers.
Yes.
So I have sonic control, so I can control sound waves and stuff. So when the knives come, they're knives and they're airborne. And you know what else is airborne? Sound waves. And so
Incredible.
she just like she just like screams, and it's almost like you can see the rippling in the air of like the wave of sound that kind of flies out, and the knives don't make it to us.
Ooh.
Yeah, absolutely. So this sounds like you're trying to defend someone, used from an immediate threat. So you're going to roll your 2d6 plus your savior plus your d2 because the chat is awesome.
Hell yeah. That was okay, but I get a +4 to that, which makes it an 11.
Okay, absolutely. So yeah, your aim is spot on. All 3 blades just go like twirling aside. You know, they just clatter to the ground. On a 7/9, it costs you nothing.
I think Muerta, like right behind Sirena, just like flicks him off from behind. And just calls him a huevon.
It doesn't say if this is all 3.
You're not my dad.
Right.
Yeah.
Pause for station identification. Sorry, I want to read this move more because you get a lot of good stuff for defending correctly, but to me it seems like it's too much. Those moves. I was reading off the quick sheet. I want to look at the entire thing. The actual book. Books.
Lol, books. Nerd.
Okay, it is one option from the list. Okay, sorry. So yeah, I thought 3. It doesn't. The quick guide doesn't say you only get 1. So you can do one of 3 things, and one of the 3 things you can do reminds me that I skipped a crucial step at the beginning of our adventure. That's my bad, y'all. You can add a point to the team pool, which is a pool of points y'all can draw from to make your rolls better.
Okay.
Take influence over someone you protect. So if you don't have influence on Muerta, you would get influence over
you
her.
do.
Or you can clear a condition which you do not have any of currently.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and put a point for the team.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
have one more.
That sounds good.
So the way this works is, we'll do it now. When you enter battle against a dangerous foe as a team, you get 2 points in your team pool. So we already have 2. Sounds like we've added a 3rd. So I'm just going to add 3 right now. Then you ask some questions, because these games are all about asking questions and all of it, which determine how many more. But then we actually have to have a team leader designated before, according to some of the questions. So between the 3 of y'all, who's usually in charge when it's just the 3 of y'all?
Whoa.
That's rough, buddy.
That is such a hard question.
I feel like Sirena has the energy that they want to be the team leader, but then you also
Yeah.
will run us off course to go do like TikTok
a whole bunch
dances.
of other things.
Yeah.
But that's what makes it
I mean-
interesting.
Yeah.
Would we? I mean, we're usually with like a grown-up or something, though. I don't think we've been able
Right.
to be off on our own yet.
Yeah.
We'll say like narratively, y'all have been together some months and stuff. There's been times, and it doesn't mean like necessarily like you're the one calling the shots every time y'all have been fighting in the simulation, right? Like when it's just the 3 of you who's naturally taking the lead, right? That's what we'll go with. Sounds like Sirena.
I'll yeah, either that or the only thing I was gonna pitch was like, if I get intel from villains that help us either address a situation or get to it, maybe that lends to some kind, as far as directing us to the course.
Mhm.
But I don't think she would acknowledge herself as a leader like that.
Yeah,
I feel
think
like it would. Sorry, go.
Illuminate is just too timid.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Sounds
a
like
little
Sirena to
himbo.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
We love
we'll
love
proceed
him
as
though.
if Sirena is our team leader for now.
Sure.
Right now, even. So does the team leader have influence over every teammate?
I don't know. Actually,
You
It'll
for
be on
sure have it
your-
over me.
I do have it. Yeah, I have over Rosa. I don't know about. Probably not eliminate. Actually, unless it's on your sheet, but I can't see it. Also, the
I
dog is
don't
just so
think so.
cute. They look at you with so much love. Just like,
Oh yeah, Baxter. He's
look
he's
at
very needy
that.
right now.
I'm dying.
With a little
So
toothy.
for our bull, your relationships are the ones that define your starting influence. So both your love and your rival have influence over you.
Okay, so my rival is Rosa.
Mhm.
So that means
I don't
no.
think I chose a love.
You chose Lucas, kid from
Oh, right.
class,
Yeah.
gym class. Yeah.
Yes.
So your love is an NPC.
Okay.
So that's a no. So we don't get a extra point for that. That's okay.
Okay.
Does everyone have the same
We'll be
purpose in the
fine.
fight? What's everyone's purpose in this fight? Options are defeat the
Survive.
baddies, survive,
Right.
follow Cap's instructions, and make it back to the sanctum. Other. So one person survive. What else? What are our...
She's like, this is the biggest fight we've been in since we started our like little rotation thing. And
Correct.
she's trying to get in something cool or get like
Oh,
have a
wow.
cool
Get a
shot
good
of
photo
herself.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
You're
not
like, if
the
I
same
angle
thing
it just right, it'll look like
whatsoever.
I'm punching the Minotaur.
Yeah.
But I'm actually 50 feet away.
It also... So this already seems like not everyone has the same purpose. So we'll go ahead
Nope.
and say that's not...
Okay.
What's Eliminate's purpose? I just want to know.
Follow
Or not-
orders and get back.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, pretty standard.
Any team member
He's not
mistrust the
complicated.
leader? Does anyone mistrust Sirena?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
No.
I get distracted, but I don't think I've ever like led them astray on purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were we ill-prepared or off balance?
ill prepared,
good.
I want to say.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say-
absolutely.
I mean, we got some insider intel,
Oh,
right
fair.
before it happened.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say
I would say
no.
off balance because like the scale of what came through that portal versus like we were just here at the goddamn bodega.
Having some
Yeah.
grilled pieces.
We were
grilled.
like,
Sirena was taking pictures of the food from above, you know? Like,
hmm So y'all have y'all have 2 points in the team pool. You can use them
okay.
when another player takes a move and they need a boost. You can burn a team point to give them a +1. Basically, it's an automatic help action, if you will. You just describe how you augment their powers or help them out or whatever. Or you can selfishly choose to take a team point for yourself. But then you have to shift your labels because you do whatever it is you do in a way that pisses off your teammates.
Love it.
Got it.
Yep.
And you can decide to take that option. You can decide to take after a roll. So if you rolled a 6 and you're like, actually, I need to roll 7 here, etc.
Okay.
So that's where we're at. Okay, so rewinding, we defended our teammate. Knives have clattered to the ground. Capitan is shouting at you to get back to the sanctum. Out of nowhere, a big old van just comes screeching up. It's Bo Peep's battle wagon, we'll say. Peepers is in the driver's seat, right? The backpack slides up. He's like, "Get in! We gotta get back! Quick!
Please tell me the front of the van looks like a sheep's head and there's just like these big plastic ram's horns on either side.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes, actually. Now that you mention it,
That is what my heart wants. Thank you.
the heart gets what the heart wants, right? Or however that phrase goes. Who cares? But yeah. Peepers is
Heart
like,
is
"Get in
invention."
quick!
Yeah,
We gotta get out of here."
after like Sirena did her like scream to deflect the knives from Muerta, she like immediately looks around to see if anybody caught that.
You look. Unfortunately, no. There's no one on their phones. They're too. The other Mercurian, the speedster on the team, did a really good job of clearing out all of most of the innocent bystanders,
Pedestrians.
save for Rhonda. She just looks at you. She looks at y'all. She's like, "Go ahead. You all go back and do what you got to do. The big one's mine." And you see her start rushing towards the Minotaur.
Yeah. Sirena picks up the rest of her sandwich and runs to the van.
Muerto will like tap you on your shoulder and be like, "Thanks for that. I mean, maybe we can get some security footage later. Who knows?"
I believe in you.
A bit.
In my head, I kind of imagine like grabbing one of you under each arm to go,
I
Incredible.
love that.
because like you're taking too long. Because like, see that like you're eating your sandwich.
Yeah, like as
Go
she
say
grabs her
backpack, like,
sandwich, you like
no.
pick her up, and she's just like
Uh-huh.
manages to like hold on to her sandwich as you like.
Is
drag her
there a
into
little
the
part of
van.
Eliminate that like watches Rhonda go and you're like, "That'll be me one day."
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Like you're like, good luck. Just admiration, like stars and the little
Sparkling off
anime
of
blushing.
you.
Like
Yes.
that'll be me.
Senpai's so cool.
Not just me, senpai. Ooh woo. Oh, I wish I would have gone with like a deep voice, like, yes, it's me, Eliminate. Ooh woo. Oh, well.
So we get in
we're
the.
in the van.
Yeah,
going.
we got
All right.
chucked in there like a couple sacks of potatoes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you take
So
one
as-
damage each.
So as
gentle
we
at all.
go, as we're switching to our, so you get in, you hop. What's his name? The Peepers pedal to the metals, if you will. You go screeching off down the road towards the sanctum, and I think this is a good time as any to take a break. Back, everyone, to Don't Kill My Character. I'm Miguel, your GM for this lovely adventure through Halcyon City as we, fight some supervillains, save the day, all that good superhero jazz. Share some feelings. Mask's all about feelings, just like, all of us have together. When we left our heroes, God, I've always wanted to say that. We're jumping into the battle van of Bo Peep, the Midnight Shepherd, with her sidekick Peepers, the sheep boy. He's not a sheep boy. He's a regular boy, but he can puff out sheep fleece, which I want to call wool, but I guess it's not technically wool until you're making it into stuff. Whatever. He's behind the wheel. He shouldn't be. He's 14. He definitely doesn't have a learner's. Bo Peep doesn't care. Right. She sent him off anyway. She doesn't follow pedestrian traffic laws, etc. He is barreling down the road back towards the Sanctum of Justice, the headquarters and home of the Justiciars, the rip-off Avengers for the evening. Anyway, we're headed back there. I need to consult my sheet before we do one legally distinct. One thing.
I've got superhero lo-fi going on right now.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
I've got the vibes.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the same.
You don't have to go to the book.
Except I'm going to do super villain lo-fi.
The scandal.
Escándalo.
Okay.
Shadowing.
So we're gonna retcon things a little bit because I already did that. I realized that earlier in the evening I said that Aguila, Capitan's sidekick, had stayed behind at the Sanctum, and then I put her in this fight scene because it seemed cool at the time.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Listen, I said it.
I was like, she could be in two places at once. We don't know.
Her powers, there's two of her, actually. She's got a twin.
Hey.
That's from Pasión de las Pasiones. That's a different playbook. We're not doing that.
Las Águilas. There you go.
There's actually like a twin playbook for this game too. I'm just being a nerd. Instead, there's always a member that stays back, right? Unless it's like a big super crisis, which this could count. Anyway, the one other member of the Justiciars who just so happens to be in my notes but not fleshed out is Silver Siren. Silver Siren is a Silver Age hero. She is technically retired, but her sound wave powers, Sirena, are very similar to yours. So she's been helping here and there. Like, she's like a part-time member, She's mainly there to just like watch the place when everyone else is out.
Bartends during the week.
Yeah, she's like
on the weekends.
she's mostly retired, She's got like, she does like some master class stuff on like mixology. You're absolutely right. That kind of stuff. But yeah, just like watches the place. So you all know that she's holding down the fort right now, but is due for some unwanted visitors in the form of Trejo's villainous minion army. Not the trademarked ones. Anyway, y'all are in the van, heading there. Sirena, you notice that your followers are just like blown up. They are loving the chase, the thrill of it, everything. You're in the thick of it, right? You're getting like more and more people start following your instant or your live feed, if you will, as you go. Their need to be constantly entertained being very much fulfilled at this time.
Yeah, like she has her head out of the van, and she's like waving at people, and she pulls her phone out so that they can see like behind us, like the explosions and everything.
Yeah, and there are definitely explosions behind you. Is anyone wearing their seatbelt? Let's ask that.
Ooh.
No.
Yes.
Eliminate
Okay.
is definitely wearing his seatbelt.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
got
yeah.
two seatbelts on because he's so big. So he's kind of in between two seats, and
Yeah.
he's crossed them.
Mhm.
Ergo, we can't have seatbelts because they're being commandeered by Bull.
No, I've got my arms out to be your
Mhm.
seatbelt.
He's holding us. He's
Yeah.
holding us.
Yeah.
He's literally holding Sirena by her leg because she's like half out the window.
I was gonna say, like, if I can add to like the little bit of lore that we
Please.
built in session
Please, yes.
0, can there be a moment where Muerta is either like out the other window or at an angle that the camera like slightly catches her, like essentially draining anybody that might be following, and then the followers start being like, "Wait a minute,
Who's that? They're so
Yeah.
cool. And I'm just like, "Ah, goddamn.
no, wait, goddamn it."
Yes. No, yeah. You're absolutely, you're just able to like here and there as you go. We'll get there, like the Hall of Justice. No, that's not it. That is definitely trademark. The Sanctum of Justice is in view. You see it, you're approaching. It's got like a drive up, like it's almost like a museum. Part of it is, and a gift shop. You're coming up the big long driveway, there's statues, there's topiary, we're in that bougie part of town. You got to pay for parking around here, right? Like that's where we're at. It's within view. It's coming up. You're about to hit the big roundabout situation in the front that lets you like and then get back out, right? When in the passenger seat appears this same cat's burglar that you had seen on riding the Minotaur's back. He appears. He just says quickly, "Thanks for the ride, small fry," and then just like with both legs kicks Peepers. He goes just flying into the door. The door opens. He flies out of the car. Big puff of fleece, right? Just have you see him just rolling away. And he looks out at all of you and he just laughs and then disappears again. And now the van is just careening, just swerving, going forward. One of you strapped in and has the other two like this. What are y'all?
Yeah.
What are y'all up to? What are you up to?
Just listen to lo-fi. That's these guys earbuds in. Like,
I'll try to lunge for the wheel if I can. If I can use like my leg being hooked up to Bull to like yank myself back in, and then try to get a hold of the car.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna talk about intent. It sounds to me like you're trying to take control of this so that you can defend your other teammates from harm, perhaps.
Yeah.
Probably. So
Probably.
let's call this you're defending someone or something from an immediate threat. We'll do a 2d6 plus your savior, and unfortunately, because we have changed scenes, your ongoing has
No worries.
yeah.
Sick.
Unless anyone else claims another one, but we
yeah,
all have.
anyone? Chat?
Hey,
Y'all do have a
please?
clearer condition to use up to in case you take one.
Anybody want to glucose parent me some points here? Okay, not bad. That's a 10, and I think
Absolutely.
I might have a negative to savior actually, so it's a 9.
Okay, well that shifts it down one. Unless someone wants to spend a team point and bump it up to a full success.
I'm very pretty when I win.
I'll do it.
Okay. How do we?
Eden is just like screaming and like bearing her down for
Okay.
impact.
So you grab the wheel.
Yeah, I've grabbed the wheel.
I am going to lean over to one side, shift my weight to help knock the van back on course, along with your quick driving moves.
Is everyone familiar with the Akira motorcycle slide?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. That, but
Oh, yeah.
van.
That but van.
That's
Okay.
exactly what y'all do.
Yeah.
You
Real
peel
cool
in,
van slide.
avoid crashing, wrecking, anything like that. Now, with that, you get to take. Okay, no, it happens, and because we don't escalate the situation, we don't cost anything. you can pick one of the three options to add to the team pool, take influence over someone you protected, or clear a condition. You can't clear conditions. You don't have any. If you add to the team pool, you're basically replacing the one that just got spent. Or if you take influence, you can choose either of your teammates to take influence over.
I will take influence. Well, I don't have influence on either of you. Right.
Uh-huh.
I don't
think you
think so.
have influence on
think-
me.
Do I have
because
influence
you're
on
my
both?
rival.
Because I'm your rival? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds right.
So I'll take.
You didn't give influence to anyone, but I think you have it on both of them.
No, they both have
Oh.
influence on me because they know about my dark past.
Oh, is that right? That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the other way.
Okay, but you're
Um,
my rival, so I think you have it on me.
Yeah. And also I'll take influence over Sirena, and I'll just in that moment where the van comes to a halt, I'll just give her a look and be like, now we're even.
I love it.
Beautiful. Absolutely. Van comes to a screeching halt. You all look out, and I mean, the hall looks pretty calm for a place that's supposed to be overrun by minions.
Hey guys, this doesn't seem right, right? Like overrun means
sure.
lots of people, right?
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
count it out.
We also saw the. What is he went invisible?
He either that or he
So-
teleports or something.
Here, give me a sec. But
Remember-
you have to
yeah.
just stop moving, okay? Nobody move.
Okay.
And she's going to use her sonic,
Holding his
her
breath.
sound, to see now, to absorb it into herself, see if she can hear anything.
Like echolocation.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
cool. This is
There you go.
amazing. Yeah. Okay.
But that just
Yes.
sits down because she doesn't trust herself not to move.
Let's get to it.
So I'm gonna try to echolocate some baddies.
Absolutely. So it sounds like we're unleashing our powers. That is a 2d6 plus freak.
Somebody gonna match my freak.
Oh,
Oh.
Hey, hey.
Okay.
the first one was really good, and the second one wasn't.
Oh.
But that is a 9.
So with a 9, you.
Is that what it sounds like?
I hope so.
Do I get extra?
Just the
point for
cutest.
doing the sound.
Okay, so on a 7 or 9, you can either mark a condition, or I can tell you how your effect is unstable or temporary.
Hit me.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hear something by the front door of the hall, the Hall of Justice. There I go again. The sanctum of the Justiciars. You hear like a rattling, like a lock picking kind of noise almost. But then nothing. Like you just hear like, so it's temporary, it's not unstable or anything like that. You just hear like something, and then almost like the absence of a sound, like something like just disappeared from where it was. But I will take a moment to pause and remind y'all that we do have the custom move we talked about in our tech check, where you can roll with either. Oh yeah, this part is the one I forgot to. No, we didn't elaborate on. But give me one moment. Pull up what I wrote down so I don't do it different. You can roll either with your mundane or your superior. We're just gonna give you an option to recall something about a person, place, or thing that you've learned about in your training. So, just throwing that out there. So if you wanted to say, "Do I know anything about a disappearing cat burglar villain?" You could do that.
I'll do it. I'll do
All
it.
right,
I haven't
bet.
rolled in a minute.
Let's do it.
Both
Okay.
my superior and mundane are nothing. So.
Oh,
I'm like, I just got here. I don't know anything about this place.
You have been
Yeah.
failing those quizzes.
Well,
I barely know where the
can you roll
cafeteria is.
for the cat burglar.
Mhm.
Superior is the plus
Can I
one.
roll to see if I know if the hall has any like security measures or anything besides the doors being locked?
I mean, that'll give you that as a freebie. Absolutely, it does.
Yeah, that's a 7.
7. Okay, so on a 7, you know who this is, you know what their powers are, but you don't know any of their weaknesses, basically. This is Flat Rascal. Flat Rascal is not a pun. Yes, he is. Cat burglar who was caught in some sort of lab accident, right? He has the ability to turn two-dimensional. So if you look at him from the side, he's technically invisible. If you look at him from the front, he just looks like a flat plane version of himself. But you all know that he's, I guess Eliminate, you would know he's been at this for so long. He can side shuffle. He can basically he's learned how to move to make himself completely invisible and practically soundless. I say practically because Sirena did pick up on some of his movement. We'll toss that out there too, right? That is probably who you heard. He's usually tricked out with some kind of fancy cat burglaring gear, and despite the fact that he is just literally a thief and he doesn't aspire to much else, he's super dangerous because again he's been at this forever. He's never been caught, and he only usually gets hired out if he's not stealing on his own. If he's hired, it's usually someone with very, very deep pockets. He's not cheap. Flat Rascal, everybody.
Flat
Woo.
Rascal.
That's too funny. Would we know what the security measures in the hall would be?
There are some drones, right? Just like some robots, like stop there. Your classic wall-mounted laser cannon things, and other they throw nets, stuff like that.
Okay.
You all have a
Nets,
pin
yeah.
code, right? It's your birthday. Sorry.
High security.
It'll let
Love
you
it.
in, but it's not like you're gonna disable all of it. It'll recognize y'all and know that you are not to be effed with, right? You're authorized users and all of that. You even get the little computer greeting when you walk in, recognized, eliminate. You have a paper due.
Would
So
we
you don't
know?
You don't write papers. Yeah, sorry, go.
Would we know of maybe an alternate, more secret entrance than this burglar obviously walking in through the front door does, that maybe would help us cross their path?
Like an underground cave.
Oh, it sounds like you want to roll to recollect some.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. With my +0.
Hey, believe in yourself. I do.
Believe in the me that believes in you. Okay, yeah, solid. God, I'm very bisexual and I can't do math.
It's all coming together. All right, bet 11. No, that's beautiful. Not only do you know that there is one, you know where it is. You don't like it because you have to go in through the sewers. But it has a special extra layer of authentication, we'll say, that you have to get through, and you were paying attention that day, it. You went above and beyond to learn all this from Capitan, because you're look.
I feel with my previous line of work, knowing the exits and entrances that I have of a specific place, even the less discreet ones, are very important to me.
Same page. Absolutely. So
cool. Then she'll look over at Sirena and Eliminate and kind of nod her head over towards the sewer entrance. If we go this way, we might be able to cross their path without them knowing. I imagine if they're going in through the front entrance, It's because they're being very bold for a reason.
Okay, let's get
Okay.
dirty.
You might want
I
to.
guess.
You might want to
Turns
cut your
off-
live for
Yeah,
that.
she turns off. She's not streaming this part. She doesn't want any photos of her in the sewers. Okay.
All right.
Okay, are we good? Are we sure about this?
It's. I think the safest way to get the three of us in there because we don't know how many have already made it inside.
I mean, I didn't hear much,
Okay.
but okay.
No, we should outsneak. We're out sneaking the sneaky sneak.
The sneaky.
If you can
Yes.
maintain the element of surprise,
Mhm.
it can change everything. Trust me.
I'm gonna lift up a sewer thing.
The big
now.
sewer grate.
Yeah, sewer grate. Just all right. Let's go.
I'm not going
I'll
in
go
first.
last so I can.
I think for
Cover.
Muerta, this is like par for the course, and she's like, she just kind of does like a little cat leap in.
Okay, but
This
like
is not
catch
the first
me.
sewer I've been in, nor the last.
Do you want me to push you in?
No,
Like
no,
a
no, no.
1, 2, 3 surprise?
I can do it.
Are you sure?
I'll catch
I
you.
can do it. Yeah, just, yeah, Muerta, catch me.
I'll
And
try.
she's just like, eh.
Can I roll to see if I catch her or if I drop her?
You catch her. This
Okay,
is
thanks.
y'all are. Yeah, we're not.
Thank
Fair enough.
you.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Right.
Okay,
Alright,
then
well-
I
Come on.
come down, gently replace the grate, and then like just hop the rest of the way down.
Okay.
Okay, doesn't smell as
Okay.
bad as I thought it would.
Vamos. Let's go.
Okay, yeah.
She doesn't want to be here longer than she
I'll-
has to.
I'll lead the way since apparently I was paying attention the day we learned about this path.
Yeah, and you're able to quite easily, right? It's not like there's a lot of twists and turns and like extra hallways, or like you're just following a tunnel straight to. Eventually, you get to like a big, like iron or like metal grate, like this circle covering this thing. You boop, beep, boop, boop, the little pin code in, slides over to the side. You're going. There's like a ladder that goes up and a hatch that you can just open up, and it will open.
The code is
into-
my birthday, but with an asterisk. That's the added level of security.
Right, exactly. Yeah. It opens up into the command center, I guess, like the war room, and then the big table with everyone's chair with their logo on the back, so that you know where everyone sits, and the subpar coffee station, because the good ones in the cafeteria, but it's fine for like shorter meetings, Anyway, the hatch opens up, you come up, you look around, there doesn't seem to be anyone here.
Imagine us doing like the head on top of the other thing, peeking around the corner.
Oh my god, yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what's happening.
Yes.
And all of you avoided getting dookied in the sewers.
Incredible.
We'll say it wasn't it's like not a real
Thank
sewer,
you.
right? Like the entrance is disguised like a sewer manhole and everything, but this is literally just used for like a secret entrance / escape. So it's clean.
Actually, in under city crypt, like in Paris. It's a catacomb. Yeah.
Sure, we'll call it that. It's not
Like
even.
just
I mean,
lots of I almost said dead bones. Lots of bones. No, it's. I'm kidding.
it was built
No.
specifically for this, like the tunnels under Hyderabad.
Mhm.
Okay.
But different.
We should,
Those were for the king.
From here, would, I'm assuming Control Center would have a big thing full of buttons that glow.
Yes.
Would we be able to look at the cameras
Mhm.
from here to see if we can spot them?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I didn't realize I'd be giving you such a tactical advantage. Yeah, absolutely, you can, and you all can work them. You're not boomers, technology.
Yeah.
That was a low blow. I apologize to anyone who's older and watching
Who
our show.
is a boomer?
I'm sure
Yeah.
you know how to use your phone.
Mostly.
I hope your children still talk to you. No, that was it. That's the last one. That's the last one. Okay, I was stalling
Yeah,
for
so
time to see which of the.
she's, I would like to think, probably the most proficient with tech because she deals with it the most. And so she'll go and she'll like try to like get into
Mhm.
so we can see the cameras, and she recalls hearing them coming in through the front door. So she'll go through
Right.
those first and then start moving closer and closer to the where they are at, to the command center, and see if she
Okay.
catches anything on the way between.
It sounds like you're trying to use the technology in here, or rather the surveillance equipment, to assess the situation. So let's go ahead and
Mhm.
roll for that. Let's see how much you're able to glean from all of this stuff. And that's going to be a superior roll. So 2d6 plus superior. All day.
It would also maybe
That's
help to
9
find where
plus
Siren is.
2.
Oh, right. Yeah, you have
Oh,
not
wouldn't
seen-
she be here
Yeah.
You'd
in
think.
this room?
You would think maybe, but there's no sign of her. And you would think if this place was being invaded, right, some of the other defenses would have gone off. You'd hear lasers shooting off, robots going, "Halt, Scarlet Witch! Don't come in here and get Jim from the office." You know,
Mhm.
something like that.
Right. So the fact that she's not in here, yeah. So looking through the cameras, I'd be looking for both of them, the cat burglar and her. That was a 9
Mhm.
plus my superiors too. So 10, 11. I am also bisexual and can't do math. I'm pretty sure that's an 11.
I believe you. On 10, you ask 2 from the assess the situation list, found with the basic moves. Add a spreadsheet near you.
At a spreadsheet near you.
Yeah.
Love it. All right. So here we are. Assess the situation. Where is the biggest threat? Greatest danger? How could we best end this quickly? Yeah. So, can I see any threats?
Let's see. What is the biggest threat? As you're scrolling through, you notice your search finally comes to a room that you've never been in before. But you know it, but you haven't been in because it is the armory. It is a few levels beneath you, and it's where the justiciars keep all of the big nasty weapons they've confiscated from baddies over the years, plus anything they've come up with. You know, maybe something they got in space while they were out there, or
Space rocks.
the Naz Guardians asked them to hold on to stuff. That's not a thing. We don't do that here. There's none of those. But yeah, it's full of big, bad, awful things. Some good, some bad. That no one should be near. And you also would know that this is so down there and protected and isolated, and it's on its own grid, security-wise, and it's far enough away. It's virtually soundproof, so you wouldn't be hearing anything that's going on there. But what you do see on screen is a big old fight. Less of a fight, but you do see Silver Siren herself. Again, a little older, very silver in the hair, we'll say, classy. She wears it well. She's just like popping off sonic screams every direction. Every so often you see just like Flat Rascal like over here, and then then he's gone over here, then he's gone, etc. Like he's just egging her on, Meanwhile, stuff in there is just getting shook around. You see crates are falling over, things like that. But you know where they are, and you have 2 more. Yeah, and one more question. You get to ask 2.
Okay. How could we best end that quickly?
It seems
Do I
like the best.
see a course of action?
Yes, I mean it seems like the best way to end it quickly would be to get down there and help her. Y'all know it's just down the hallway from here is the big freight elevator that can take you all the way to the armory. You are at the control centers. You could unlock. I mean, technically, y'all don't have access, right? Because you're trainees or whatever. But you could unlock it from here. You've got the control panel. That would be easy enough to let you all get in there and go down, right? We're not gonna make that difficult.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so you guys would be able to see it on the screen as well, because it's on the cameras. So when I find where it's happening, I put that turn that into the big screen. You guys would be able to see the fight. Yeah. And it's like, all right, we got a place to go.
All right. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. I can get us the elevator. Click, 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 click. And then we
How are you doing that?
Yeah, you see it all. You do that. Like you even have you've got your own live. Oh no, you shut your chat, your stream down. Never mind. I was gonna say you even pulled your chat up so that you have it on one of the monitors. But no, that's not happening. Sorry.
No, when we get into the elevator, that's when I'm gonna turn it back on because we're gonna enter the big fight.
About that, as you approach the elevator, you hear footsteps coming like you're coming down the hallway. It's like an open area with like the big elevator, kind of like a lobby almost. It's the floors in here are pretty. They're like stone, real fancy. You just hear like someone coming down. They turn the corner. It's someone dressed in the attire, tactical gear of one of Trejo's hired guns. Holding, it's just one person holding looks to be like a metal staff, like Gambit style, or Donatello if you're cooler. Both wear purple. Anyway, sorry, I can't help myself sometimes. They turn the corner. Muerta, you immediately recognize the member of Trejo's crew that betrayed you and sold you out the night that these two just found you and saved you from getting murdered. This is, unless you have a name or a person in mind, I have something. Carlota Redfin is her name.
Okay.
She just looks up and she goes, "It's been a while."
Sounds like a telenovela name.
Yeah, no shit. And she just starts immediately trying to drain her.
As soon as we see her and I see Muerta's reaction, I don't wait till the elevator. I just turn it on and just start recording.
Yeah, okay. So it sounds like we're entering combat here. Sirena's still our leader. So let's go. We got to go through our team questions again. So I'm going to add 2 more to the team pool, so you have 3 now, because our other point carried over. But let's ask some questions. Does the leader have influence over every team member? That hasn't changed, right? It's a yes.
So.
No, I think it's still no to eliminate. Yeah.
Right. Does everyone have the same purpose in the fight? What is everyone's goal here?
And get down there.
I think we do have the same purpose here.
Yeah.
Sounds like a yes to me.
First time in a long time.
Yep.
So we'll call that 5. Does anyone mistrust the leader?
No.
So we don't remove any for that? Do we feel ill-prepared or off-balance? I would say no, since y'all just in there.
We knew we were coming into some big shit. We were honestly expecting more. So I think we're all good to go.
I wish you didn't say that.
Oh my God.
All right. You 2 come in.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
So, Muerta, you begin to drain this person.
Yeah.
You've heard through the grapevine, through some of your contacts, that she's going by collective now, but you're not really sure why. No one's really willing to give up that much, but it does sound like you're trying to directly engage the threat. So go ahead and roll with danger as you try to just take her out, draining the life out of her.
Yeah. Incredible. Okay, that is a 8.
Okay.
Total. After my 2 already calculated in there.
Got it. Okay. So on an 8, you directly engage you roll on a hit, you trade blows. On a 10, pick 2. On a 7 or 9, pick 1. So from that list of 4 under directly engage a threat, you can pick 1.
Let me look. Okay, I can pick 1.
Yes.
I think I want to take something from them.
Okay. What do we want to take?
Do I see anything that would catch my eye on their person right now?
I mean, she's got some, her standard gear on her, so she's got like a tactical vest, like some kind of like body, like she's got body armor of some kind, cute little pauldrons, something to protect their shoulders. So when you go like this, you can see them bounce. And the staff, right? So like aside from her normal gear, like she might have like a concealed weapon somewhere, but she's not wearing like a helmet or anything like that. It's just
gotcha.
And it can also be conceptual, right? So like if you want to, like we said earlier with the drivers, you want to take her dignity, her element of surprise, her footing,
Could I take something else in the sense of like, you said, so in this case with an 8, we trade blows, correct?
Correct.
So I do technically hit, even though she hits me back.
Right.
So could I take something she wasn't like willing to divulge necessarily about like either their motivation or
that? No, I don't think so.
No,
it's not that kind of. That's more of a pierce the veil. Like you'd have to roll for that. Oh,
I meant like as far as like the attribute of like my power. Like if I do hit her,
oh,
like,
I gotcha.
Information feeds back.
I see. I'd probably have you chain that, actually. One is so you do a follow-up roll to unleash your powers to see how much you can get on top of. Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. Chaining rolls is fun.
Cool.
Consequence.
Then I think instead, I'll use that to create an opportunity for my allies.
Okay. So we'll say you leave her open. So one of the other two, after we resolve this, you'll get a chance to like catch her off balance or, sneak behind her, do what you want to do.
I'll do that.
As you go, you start draining. You think you're like kind of focusing and you're like trying to start getting information from her. And she's like, you want a piece of me? Go ahead. And then goes like this. And as she does, 2 carbon copies of her fly out of her. As you're still draining this one, the other 2 run towards you, and then one just strikes you like this across the face with the bow as the other one comes and trips you down. Immediately, those 2 spawn 2 more, so now there are 5 of them.
So the way you touched her chest right then, I thought you were going to say she was a robot and her breasts opened up to shoot missiles.
Very a la Austin Powers.
We're going to rewind. Right here, actually. We're going to take this in a different direction. Just kidding. We're not doing that. No. So, Marta, we're going to have you now... Oh, you get to roll a lot. We're going to have you roll to take a powerful blow. You just got your shit rocked.
Yeah, let's go.
So you're going to take... you roll plus any conditions you currently have, which is 0. So it's just a straight 2d6.
For me 2D6. To like jump in there and defend?
Let me think.
There might not be. I guess because you're right. There probably isn't. Never mind.
Right.
It has some of your.
Yeah, I think
like a direct
roll. Because it's a direct consequence of her roll. She has this hit, but then any further actions, you'd be able to keep her from harm.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Also, I said that twice and didn't realize I was muted the first time. So, yeah.
I got so it's just the 2d6?
Yes.
I got a 5 total.
That's great. Because on a miss, you want to roll low on this one, turns out.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
So you go ahead on a miss, you're going to mark potential. So marking potential is how we get advancements. Every time you miss a roll, which y'all haven't really done lately because you're doing great, you get to mark potential. So you mark potential and say how you weather the blow. So we are going to rewind a little bit. These two come in, and yeah, they're about to double team you, but you either take it and just like nothing, you're like, that all you got, or think of like a creative way to like spin out of the way or dodge, or, like something like that. So,
yeah, I think
pretty damn cool.
yeah, I think it is a moment of like you described it as like one went for my face and one went for my feet. I think the one that goes for my face actually ends up like glancing on my mask, so they hit the mask and it knocks it off.
Ooh,
but they
okay.
don't actually like hit me.
Mm-hmm.
And then as I'm like pulling back so that they hit the mask and not my face, the blow that goes for my feet doesn't quite connect. And then I just kind of duck and out of the way, and just kind of like Black Widow pose it over in the edge.
The hand and the flip.
Yeah.
Nice.
But the other hand is just like flicking her off.
Yeah, you do that. And then so our last, because you did also, you give her a double whammy. Go ahead and roll to unleash your powers. So with your freak to see what kind of info you can glean out of this lady. This is really a you story arc, The old mentor comes back for revenge. The bitch who
it's so much fun,
did you dirty is out here.
Yeah, I'm here for this.
The freak was not freaking.
Novella.
Like, ooh, okay.
The dice didn't match my freak this time. It's gonna be a 5.
A 5. Okay.
How does potential work?
So you potential is like you just have like I think you just, when you get 5 you get an advancement or whatever the number is. So you mark another potential, so you get 2 now. Unfortunately, since this is a one shot, we'll probably never see y'all advance.
Oh, you're good.
Oh,
I know.
well,
my
you
heart.
say it like that. That's oh.
Who knows? Maybe we'll pick it up and keep going. We never know. So yeah, it does you bad. You see, actually, yeah, we're gonna say you see what their plan is, and it's not good. So not good that you are going to take a condition. Excuse me. Okay, no coughing. Okay, good. Something in my throat. I would say you'd either take afraid or hopeless, but it's up to you, and you can decide after you see what they're up to. They're basically looking for in the armory. This whole thing is the big attack was a distraction. It is a heist. In the armory, they're looking for an alien artifact called a life seed. It is a item that's capable of speeding up the life cycle of a cosmic being, taking it from like its
infancy.
Thank you, that's the word I was looking for. Infancy to full grown. You could use it to terraform a planet. It's just like a giant big source of energy, right? The person in the skull mask you gleaned also is Madame Impossible. She is a super genius to the extreme, also just super bad in general, very greedy, ran like a huge company for many years and was able to do a lot of evil things under the radar until she was found out, and then everyone thought think of like an evil Reed Richards, right? Except that's the maker, but we're not going there. Shit, I gave her a helmet just like, God damn it. Anyway, we move on. She has somehow managed to fuse herself with a interdimensional parasite, and they want to use the seed to extract it from her, but if in doing so, it would give it a physical body to manifest in this dimension and probably destroy the planet.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say right in this moment with the adrenaline like pumping of being in a fight, I don't think she's necessarily afraid, but I do think she is hopeless. Because of, I think the combination of knowing all that information, seeing that the collective is now more powerful. She saw that Trejo is now more powerful, and like feels like the situation's getting away from them very quickly. And because she's been on the back end of watching these kind of schemes operate, she knows that they've graduated to another tier that they're like not equipped to do. So she kind of feels hopeless about it.
Got it. So you will take a -2 to unleashing your powers from now on. I will remind y'all, you do have a freebie, clear a condition in the chamber. So if you wanted to use that, you could.
Take it.
You want to save it for a rainy day?
No, I'll take it.
All right.
There is no rainy days in a one shot.
How do you shake off the hopelessness?
I think the way that she shakes off the hopelessness, it's like the intrusive thoughts started like kind of swirling around, and she felt like she was spiraling. And as she kind of dodges out of the way, she looks over at Sirena and the bull, and also remembers the fact that the captain and Aguila were still holding their own against Trejo, and on top of that, like all the other heroes that she's now joined, and just does like one of those like mini inspirational montages about her time with the justiciars, and is like, no, like I need to trust the process essentially, and like the heroes win for a reason, and I need to trust that I'm on the right side of this right now.
I'm going to just kind of call out, because the person you're fighting, there's an opening for them now that I can take advantage of, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I've given you an opening.
I'm behind them, and like I'm looking at you, giving you that look of like, you're my rival. You can't crap out on me now. Like, show me what you got.
Incredible.
I love that so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
I think
show me rock.
Yeah, I'll smirk at you, and I see you kind of gearing up, and my power is still unleashing at the one that's real.
Right.
And just kind of gives you a wink.
We'll say, so the other two, I said they spawned off 2 more. We'll say that holds true. So there are 5 of them total. The one that you've siphoned, and then the other 4. But because this is how you create the opportunity, right? Because you're an immediate threat to the prime collective, we'll say, right? The other 4 are going straight at you, ignoring your other teammates. So it's left her wide open for anyone else.
Yeah, I'm going in there, I think.
All right.
Now, like grabbing my shoulder, winding up. This one particular arm's just like growing really veiny and big.
Please,
like,
yes.
All right, Popeye.
Gonna pull a Gone Freaks, be like, no, show me rock. I'm gonna jump up and actually no, show me paper. Then gonna just swat her down.
Oh my god, yes. It sounds like you are directly engaging a threat, and let's give you a +1 forward on that because of the opportunity your teammate created for you.
Yes. And that's danger. Sorry, +2, that's +3. 7, 10. That's a 10.
Yes.
All right, excellent. So on a 10, you pick, I believe it's 2 of our, you pick 2 of the 4 options there to directly engage a threat.
I think I'm going to frighten the opposition because I just smack her down. But like you see like steam coming out of my nose as my entire body like starts to like grow, and like there's this fiery energy around me now. Like, hey, I'm here. Don't mess with me. Which he says like very, very quietly, like, don't mess with me. And then, I guess, avoid their blows would be the other one.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, you come down hard. You see the fear in her eyes as you like just lay her out, and then 2, say that. You see it quickly turn to anger. So you just see her like her face like not scrunch up, but like harden. She goes, "You want some of this too?" and then just does one of these, and like 3 more of her come out, and they come at you, but you are in, you've held strong in advantage. You're able to just like bop, they nothing. Exactly, just like that.
Parry.
You did it. Yeah, and they've got nothing on you. You're able to like back away a bit. One of them picks up the original one, and then Sirena, what's up?
So my control of like sound waves and stuff. I would think my teammates probably find this a little weird when I do it sometimes, and they probably don't like it. But I'm able to make sound like, even if I whisper, I'm able to make it like carry, right, and things like that. And so I use it for like giving them shit across the room and stuff like that. Nobody else can hear. So I will go ahead and just say duck to both of them. So that the sound carries to their ears, and as soon as because we're getting swarmed, right? And as soon as I will count to 2, and if they heed it or not,
I'm already in a Black Widow pose, so I just kind of squat down.
Yeah, so it's just going to be like a kind of sonic boom thing, like a big forward wave to try to just hit the swarm. And get them to like back off from us for a little bit as well.
Absolutely. I'm gonna say the duck is a given, so we're not gonna need to roll anything for that. You are a team. They're used to your. Maybe that's why you're kind of team leader too, is you're able to like direct them sometimes.
Talk in battle without
unless one of you, for narrative reasons, wants to get caught by a giant sonic scream, sonic boom.
No, thank you.
Okay, so we'll say you both duck and are able to avoid it. And this, because of the way you're doing this, I'm going to call this...
a lot of AoE stuff. I don't have a lot of,
Yeah. No, I'm going to say that because of the way you're doing this, we're going to call this an unleash your powers, not a directly engage a threat. So we'll see how this works
I love it.
for you.
I'm trying to, because we were trying to get to an elevator and stuff. I'm assuming there's like hallways and things. I'm trying to like push them back, like smack all of them up against a wall, so they take some damage from getting.
Yep. Yes, I'd expect nothing less.
Blast them.
Blasted. And well, first she yells out, "I don't like being ignored," and then does it.
Oh my god, yes.
Because
absolutely.
They seem to have a hate boner for Muerta, and it's like, that's all fair and good, but like, I'm right here.
Exactly.
I want that phrase tattooed on me. Hate boner.
Yeah. Hate boner.
Hate boner.
Okay. Oh, wait, it was plus what for my powers?
Your unleash your powers plus freak.
Plus freak. I have an ability called Time for the Show, so when it's like a big move, I get to use superior instead of freak.
I mean,
flamboyant display of power.
I mean, that's what this sounds like to me.
Thank you. I needed that.
Pay attention to
me. Yeah, she's like, excuse me. That's still only an 8 though. I didn't roll very good. But the plus 2.
I'm gonna redeem.
Okay.
For you.
All right, so that would bump it to a 9. That's still a weak hit. One more would bump it to a 10.
Oh no, I was gonna redeem that plus 2 ongoing.
Oh,
there's a.
Wait, is there another one?
On the chat?
Yeah.
Oh no, she was gonna. Yeah, we could do that to each other. She was gonna redeem channel points.
Oh, absolutely.
I have so many channel points. Let me do it.
Pay attention to me. That's what I want it for.
Kate,
then, absolutely.
She says it's okay.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, God.
Boom. Plus 2 ongoing. that changes the 8 to a 10. Yes. We keep our 5 team points.
You're so awesome.
Yeah, we'll say it's just like your team is so in sync, right? You three are so you're a unit, right? You working together. you see that the other two are down, and it just gives you the freedom to really unleash with everything you've got. So you're unafraid to just like goes over them completely. Just comes out like the little ring they added to the explosion of the Death Star in the new edition, right? It just comes out, just like sound. You knock every single one of these dupes plus the original into the walls. All of the duplicates as they hit, just like they pop out of existence. They disappear, and then the original, she gets slammed, knocked back so hard that she's out. She is like KO'd. And even if that hadn't done it, any blow, I mean, she was down to her last condition. So anyway, they don't get as many as you do. One other thing to note that happened, as all of this ensued, you all noticed that the elevator closed back up and it was heading down. It is now in the coming back up position. As the doors open, you see a very worn out and beleaguered silver siren. She looks like she's been through the ringer, but she's holding by the scruff of his neck. Flat Rascal in 3D. He's no longer also passed out, tied up. And she just kind of tosses him out. Anyone order a flat asshole?
I mean, I feel like assholes are typically flat.
I like her so much.
She's just leaning against the wall, like, listen, I'm not technically. She's like, I don't know what happened. I was just here to do laundry. You kids want a drink? I'm heading to the bar. Then she just
We're not old enough.
I'm not Capitan.
I know, Sirena's like,
Are we in a country where 18 is the legal drinking age?
As she's kind of like going off, you get the all clear, right? Your little like red alert that's going off on your little communicators finally turns to a green, and you get a in your ear from Capitan. She's like, we did it. The threat's been subdued. How are things over there?
I smacked someone down like a fly.
Yes, that did happen.
That was pretty sweet.
What was the guy's name? The jackrabbit.
Flat Rascal.
The baddie? No, we never named the jack. You don't know its name.
Oh, okay.
No one knows its real name.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, we caught Flat Rascal. Well, they were caught, and the collective was also here, and yes, Bull did smack them down like
what? Is that the band you were telling me about?
No, the red. We used to run in the same circle. The person that wanted a promotion so badly I had to die for it.
And she was there too. Not
yeah,
great.
She's over here, just laying down.
Anyway, we've got to clean up around here. We don't know what this skull thing is, but Red Shift and Blue Shift basically have it caught in a little pulling and pushing energy at it. He like explains it's weird. Like they use science
they
to
have
like.
Yeah,
this
you
thing.
might want to contain that.
Yeah, they have a parasite
properly.
They were. Flat Rascal was here trying to steal was it the life seed?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They were trying to steal the life seed. That person has a parasite in them that they wanted to use it on.
You hear a collective gasp. Y'all have been on speaker this whole time with the entire Justiciars, right? But everyone's like, the life seed. Right?
Yeah.
The MacGuffin. They didn't get it.
The MacGuffin.
I'm looking around. What's the life seed?
So, you might want to contain it. Maybe bring
it or put it somewhere else.
Shove it out to space. I don't know. Get me a good picture of it.
So yeah, as the Justiciars and Aguila wrap up, do their cleanup, you all join Silver Siren at the bar cafeteria with NA or A drink, whatever you want. Snacks are flowing. Lemonades are popping. You get a lot of pats on the back. There's a key to the city situation, right? You're given your own. You three plus Peepers and Aguila become your own squad. You step out on your own. This and that.
Yeah.
You get the skyscraper with the big T. Wait, that's a different team. Etc. Right? Cue
What
epilogue
was like
montage.
holding the key, and she's like, "Not that long ago, I would have probably had to steal this."
Right.
Sirena takes it and she's taking selfies with it. And
Of
she's
course.
like, wait, we need a team picture. We need a team picture. And she gets somebody else to like take a picture of all of them and everything.
Oh
I
yeah.
want a selfie. Like one of those awkward selfies where like, the first one is sitting like, and then Rosa pops in, and then I like crash into everyone. And you're like,
Yeah.
Oh no.
I feel like the both
Absolutely.
of us have one hell of a selfie arm.
Absolutely, that's what happens. Yeah.
So cute.
And
Love it.
I mean that wraps us up until your next time. Oh yeah, audience. Thank you everybody for sticking with us here on Don't Kill My Character. I have been Miguel, your GM. We'll go through and do our usual outros. There will be more stories coming up here in the future, so stay tuned, right? Follow us on socials and all of that. Like I said, everyone, I have been the internet's Miguel Clásico. You can find me at Miguel _ Clásico wherever social medias are sold. I'm a tabletop RPG actual play mercenary. I don't have a stream of my own, but I'm happy to guest on yours. I'm also a writer, editor, game designer. I have 2 little games in the mix right now. Culinaria, where you take on the roles of a group of chefs trying to make it in a city full of magic and whimsy, right? And the other one is just kind of a joke that's turning into an actual game, so we'll see if that actually happens. These are our players. They've been amazing. Thank you all for joining us. Everybody, tell them who you are, where they can find you. Let's go in reverse order this time. So I believe, Ale, that means we're starting with you.
Hello. Yes, I was Alejandra, also Rosa Muerta. This evening, I am one of the hosts of Table Talk. You can catch us every Wednesday wherever podcasts can be consumed and listened to. Our socials are all at Table Talk RPG. If you liked watching me play, I also play on a regular monthly actual play over at Boss Jellybean's channel, where we are 2 different parties venturing through the Feywilds and the Shadowfell, eventually converging together in our plots, and it is very, very fun. I've also done all the artwork for the character art over there. So yeah, that's me.
Yeah. I believe even if we're going backwards, I'm in the middle, so I go next regardless.
Turns out.
There's no backwards for me. Hello again. My name is Yuri. That is Yuri. Pronouns she, they. You guys can go ahead and find me at Yuri and the Beast absolutely everywhere on the internet. I am also, it's a Beauty and the Beast pun because I like
Incredible.
princesses and I like books.
Love it.
And it just worked out. And I like puns, so there you go. Just like Miguel, I am also an AP nomad mercenary, whatever you want to call it. Don't have my own channel, but I guest on everybody else's channels. I am also the marketing director now for TableTop TaleSpinners, who will focus on diversity without tokenism. And I do a lot of things. Tomorrow I'm actually going to be over at Hampod doing a Golden Girls meets Vampire the Masquerade, where I get to play Rose, and that's going to be very fun. And then
Amazing.
on Friday, another Vampire the Masquerade one-shot over at Tabletop TaleSpinners. So definitely go watch that. And yeah, this was fun. And I will pass it over to Mika now and shut up.
Hi, I'm Mika. You can catch me on threads at Mika_Macintosh. This Friday, you can catch me on Entropy Emporium playing Weird Wilds War, where I play a little warforged named Lemon Sour, who is slowly learning about the world, like what gender is. And then on Saturday, Over on Record of the Realms, we'll be playing Absurdia. I will be the GM, the general mayor, as I will call myself, and this is a very Welcome to Night Vale type world. And in this
Amazing.
particular one-shot, it's DMV week, the 1 week a year where everyone in Absurdia must go renew their driver's licenses by passing the 5 special tasks.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's not great. And then Roll D5 wise, next Wednesday, they are playing. Oh, actually, tomorrow. Tomorrow is our Filipino-American History charity collab. So, yeah, be sure to check that out. Cacao.
Thank you. And thanks everyone again for joining us here. This has been Masks here on Don't Kill My Character. And remember, y'all, there are always more stories to tell.